Now it's preparing.
Okay, this is being live streamed. Okay,
Soon enough, soon enough,
there's our soul. It's just a soul.
in mere moments.
Mhm.
Y-
Woo.
Yeah, there it is.
I mean,
Oh, that's wild. Okay.
I appreciate it, you know, but how do I put it? I appreciate it, but I really wanted to see Crypto be a terrier. I know they were going for the cute factor.
Ooh, we're hearing too many feedbacks. Hold on.
Feedbacks.
You wanted you wanted crypto to be a terrier.
Well, that's what he is in the comics.
Hold on
I
one
mean,
second. I gotta I gotta undo us from YouTube.
oh.
See, can you hear me twice?
Yes, I can hear you. Not twice, but I do hear you.
There. Okay, we're gonna stop that. Okay, what doggy? He wants to come next to me. Here. You're just gonna
Now
have to come through.
your own form of crypto. There you go.
Right, my own form of crypto. Yeah. Okay.
Someone pointed out something on Facebook I didn't think about, but is very true.
Mm-hmm.
After seeing Superman, you saw Supergirl, right?
Yep, in the show. Yeah.
Okay. She only really loves. I mean, she cares for Superman, but she only really loves Krypto, right?
It seems as though yes.
What do you think she would have did to Luther if he killed Krypto? Can you say John Wick, superpowered girl?
Oh yeah, she would have absolutely killed him. Hold on, let me type. I'm typing some stuff up. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's a recognizable archetype. A recognizable archetype everybody has opinions on. The old man blurred guys talk about Superman. Okay. Webcam. Yeah. Thumbnail. Getting there. Yeah, yeah, she would have killed Luther. She would have leveled his entire thing.
Oh God, yes. And she would have took her time. And the sad part is Clark wouldn't have been able to stop her.
No,
And the whole thing about being a menace, they have no idea. None.
it's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm still doing some technical stuff, so be patient with me here.
Not worried.
Stop. Okay, now I have the link. Stupid. There we go. There's me. There I am. No, I don't need that. I just need to send the link. Link to the live stream at 7. Boop.
There seemed to be some sort of
Post.
leak about Franklin and the Fantastic Four about him being already charged when he enters the universe.
I wouldn't doubt it because um it seems like to me uh Yeah, she's, I mean, all the shots they're showing now, she's super pregnant. So not quite sure what that's about,
No, my
you know.
question is the actress pregnant? And the
I
only
don't think
reason
she
I ask is
was. I think she
I
was pregnant before, yes, but I don't think she was pregnant at the time because there's also shots of her super not pregnant,
that's what I'm saying. They got her running around in a dress, and it's like, yep, that is a bump and a quarter. Dear God, you know.
right?
Or is she just wearing a pregnancy?
Yeah, it does seem as though I cannot minimize when you're recording. Okay, fine. Why is everything so difficult?
Why we're practicing now?
Yeah, that's true. Okay. I am Now I'm going to see how this works a different way. I'm going live. It says I'm live, but it's not showing anything. Okay. Guess not. That's weird. Shows show stream, share screen. Um, I think that's where is my okay. Where are we talking that it shows it?
Mm-hmm.
Zoom workplace. There it is. Okay. So if I share workplace, meeting information, no. New tab, wallet, no. Setting, it's got to be post attendee. It's got to be this, share. Nope, stop sharing. Okay, that's not it. Hmm, window, there it is. Haha, share. There we go. Okay. Okay, so now Studio is sharing the window. Now we're in. How
Cool.
about that? Yay!
Well, that's why we practice now.
Yeah, right? Okay. That is true because it would have been a ginormous pain to so now, yeah,
Adjust.
I think we're kind of in. All right.
So let's do our little boring yakking before we got to do the real thing.
Right. We can do all of our actual yakking. That's true. Let's see.
Let's
Where's
see. Trump is playing with very dangerous fire.
yes.
He
How
really is.
so?
Well, number one, if I had the skills, I would send a Stephen Colbert comic altering him just to look between a little bit between Groucho Marx and Bugs Bunny after
Uh-huh.
he got fired, and would basically say, "You of course know this does mean war." You know.
You do know this means war. That's right. Oops. Hold on one second. I'm going to grab my iPad. Hold on one second.
No problem.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yay, look at that. And the fact that it's forwards means that this is actually uh my Bizarro Superman t-shirt, right? No one knows. Only the only the wise know. It's like, hey, wait, why is his Superman shirt
Yeah,
forwards?
yes.
Yes, yes, it's true.
Yes,
It's true.
Bizarro. Between Bizarro and Mirror Universe is like, yeah, we all both know.
Yeah, it's true. Pop out dashboard. Okay, I'm popping out the dashboard. Okay, well, we have a stream. It's true. It might just be you and I, but that's fine. It's
Has it ever
live as
stopped
we,
us before?
huh?
Has it ever stopped us before?
No, it hasn't actually stopped us before, so you don't
I
have
mean,
access
really.
to this feature. Let's see, what do I need? I needed channel level settings. No. I needed the stream number or people are like, what? I guess it's just us. That's fine. I don't need it to be anyone but us anyway.
Right. We can
Oh, look
tolerate
at
each other.
we can talk. Yes, that is true. We absolutely can tolerate each other. And so
Versus some people make
thusly,
us just walk sideways from what they say is like, really? Really? Really?
it's like, yep.
Because so many times people seem to miss the point, like the flooding. Oh, it's political. It's like, dude, there are kids dead. Shut up. They're dead. Shut up.
What do you mean?
When the flooding happened, you have people talking about, well,
Oh
is it,
yeah.
you're blaming FEMA and blaming Biden and, shut up. They're dead children.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
true.
you know, and Trump has gone through three things in 3 weeks: the flood, um, Epstein, and there was one other thing he went through, and it keeps getting worse. Yeah, his
Yeah.
forgiveness meter is running out, especially the Epstein thing. And have you not
That's
noticed the press secretary versus Biden? Now, Biden, that lady, she was with him the whole time, and she just looked gradually older. That press secretary Trump's got, she's already looked aged.
yes, she has.
I mean, she looked like what the hell, like she did a week or something that she shouldn't have done.
Right?
I don't know if it was turpentine and alcohol. I don't know, but she shouldn't have drank that. I don't know. No.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that, I what I find interesting about uh, uh the entire Trump thing at the moment is that, the whole Epstein thing was started by the Republicans talking about, like, they sort of asserted that the Democrats were, you know, doing things, worse, the culprits, basically.
Yeah,
This is
because they were
YouTube.
basically
This
saying
is,
like Biden's son was one of the ones who went to Epstein, even though that proved to be proven to be not true.
yeah,
And it was somebody else that they didn't like. They tried to say was part of Epstein. They proved not to be true. And then you have all these pictures with Trump. And then to top it all off, everybody seems to forget the times he was bragging about what he would do and says about women.
yeah. Well,
Where
and
people like us with our hue, we'd be under a jail. Us men under a jail, you and
yeah,
me.
yeah. Well, and I think that the problem, I mean, because we do have to watch, I guess, being as we are live streaming. I don't think anybody has come yet, which is fine.
Well, we have all 7 minutes, so hey.
Yeah,
But
right. Oh,
let's
we
be honest, we only have
oh,
4.
oh, that's true. So we have, I guess, 4 minutes before it turns into what it
People start
actually
actually
is.
peeking in.
Actually,
Yeah.
speak. People start peeking in. They'll be like, "What? What's going on? I don't understand." Uh, and it'll be like, "Well, turns out we were trying to test this thing,
Whoops.
and in testing it, that's kind of how it ended up being."
Yeah.
So yes, that's that's where we're at. Oh, look at this. I've just got all the things open now. Okay. All
One of the
right.
things I've noticed is like you're a writer and I'm a scribbler, which says I'm a writer, but I don't consider myself a writer.
Sure.
Is that I talked to one of the writers that worked on the Batman anime from Bruce Timm.
Mhm.
And he said the one thing which you find to be true is the powers to be, those who have, the Midas touch the gold, they have a bad habit of interfering. And the best example is the Snyderverse. If they had allowed the Snyderverse to continue, it would have been done 2 years ago.
It would have been
The whole
done
movie.
2 years ago?
Yeah, the story would have been finished 2 years ago, if not 3 years ago. It's just been done. You
That's
know, the
probably
Batman,
true.
the Superman, because the way he had a plan was there was going to be like two. It's going to be basically like Star Wars. The greatest trilogy of all, let's be honest, is New Hope to Return of the Jedi. That's the greatest trilogy
Mm-hmm.
because Empire Strikes Back. We all were going, what the hell, man? What the hell? And then
Yeah,
Return of the Jedi came, and we were like, okay, 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 all right, all right, all right. And we know that a lot of stuff from New Hope was recon because he had a change of heart, like Darth Vader wasn't supposed to be the father originally, and all that. Okay, okay, okay. But that was still a good trilogy,
mm-hmm.
and they were allowed to do what they needed to do. I'm not going to tell you that Snyder would make a better Superman or Batman or any of that stuff, but it still is nice to see when the creators are allowed to do the story they want to do.
Sure.
There would be no director's cut. It would just be what it want to be. And I still think they should do it, but do it as an anime. People will argue about this, say, well, just let it go. But they seem to forget, as I've mentioned to you many times before, Toho and Godzilla. They have no problem with Godzilla minus one doing the sequel, talking about Shin Godzilla doing one. They have no problem with Godzilla as in the Monsterverse, which is actually, ironically, the second biggest continual universe, if you think about it, because they did the Marvel Universe in that. DC
Mm-hmm.
went away and Dark Universe went away. Now Dark Universe is an amusement park.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
But
typing again. Going
just
though.
finish the story. That's all we want them to do, as we've said before. So if they did an anime style and have sound alikes or the actual actors and actors, because no, I'm not getting paid so many million, but you're getting paid a couple 100,000 to just talk. Come
Sure.
on, yeah. And it might take you 3 days and you're done. Go have a life.
Yeah.
And
Right.
that's per movie. You understand? So I mean that's what they need to do. They need to finish it. They need to finish it. And
I
and
thi-
and that would put people to rest. It would cost them maybe what 10 million to do an anime versus the hundreds, you know. And that's if they use high end animation,
Sure.
right? Non CGI. So I mean, they can write that off, get that done, shut people up, make people happy. I mean, because to me, I think they screwed them all over to a degree, especially Carvel. You know what I mean? As far as
Cavell, what is
yeah,
his name?
Henry Cavill.
Henry. Yeah,
If they did it that way, it wouldn't solve all the wounds, but be much better than band-aid on a gunshot they got now.
fair.
Or going, well, that's just life, because that's the problem we have as geeks and fans is everything is, well, that's just life. No, you can do better. You just don't want to.
So if you're saying that if Snyder had been, uh, if the Snyderverse had started now, like had started and they let it
13
continue.
years, 13 years ago, when they did Superman,
Uh-huh.
it would have been finished about 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, that's probably true.
And we would be ready for the new Superman. Because I'm not against new Superman. I just don't want to do no cheap slides. I want them to do, variants like they do. I mean,
Hmm.
as we've discussed many times, DC is the one that came up with the multiverse, and yet Marvel's the one that ran away with it.
Yeah.
You know, and they should do that respect and honor it. I mean, I know some things they can't do. They can't have the guy who played Shazam from the CBS TV show when we were kids play Shazam now, unless they want him to be the wizard, as in there's a new Shazam variant. Someone else takes over.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Well,
just
yeah.
that just makes sense story wise. Yeah.
Well, I think that I don't know. I suppose we could probably, now that it's officially 7 o'clock, we can launch into Old Man Blerd.
Ding, 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 ding.
Ding, 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 ding. Old Man Blerd. Two people live streaming pretty much by themselves because technical difficulties made it so that the link that I gave to everyone is no longer a link, but I gave another link. So who knows? Maybe it's happening. Maybe it's doing it.
Baby.
Maybe. Talking about Superman. And we're gonna, we're gonna talk about Superman. It looks
We're
like.
going to give semi spoilers, but we're not going to give true spoilers. How's that?
I don't know. I think that we should probably just say, you know what? You're rolling the dice. I do think that if we, considering it's just you and me at this point, we should probably say, before we say a spoiler, say spoilers. I want to see if I can